So this is a quick game I had on Serene Coast, and you can see here I'm going over to the typical medium spot. And as I'm reading the team list, you can see that there's really nothing on the enemy team that can contest a tier 10 medium, especially one as powerful as the E50M over here on the typical flank. But I don't have much support coming with me. I have a couple tier 8s. Get lit here by this RU, but that's not too big of a deal because no one has shots at this point. And I'm poking up on this ridgeline here just to see if I can spot anything, maybe catch out some slower tanks. Immediately we spot the two IS-3s. And so far that's all I see, and then this TVP shows up and everything looks good so far, you know. Nothing that I'm really scared of in my E50M. Just some tier 8s and 9s I can bully around. And as you can see on the mini-map, most of our team has gone to the heavy flank around D9. Just brawling here with these IS-3s. And immediately this RU-251 YOLOs over at me. Switching to first person view here. And this is where the replay really starts to get sort of intense here, as I'm soon going to be 1 versus 3 or 4 after my teammate in the FV goes down. So just putting shots into these guys here. Not really paying too much attention to me at the moment. Now the only person I'm really scared of on this flank is this T-30, because he has that huge alpha 750 alpha gun, and I do not want to be hit by that. So he is the only real threat right now on this flank. You can see their E75 being quite passive, which is helpful for me. He was mostly focusing on those TDs that just went down in the back, that Waffle 4. Putting some more shots into this ISU, who's completely, I don't even know how he got there, but take him out quickly. Bounce a shell off the side of our turret, I think, from the T-30. Now I have to come over and help my teammate, the FV, with this E75, and what I'm doing here is I'm trying to body block him. Not doing a very good job at the moment, but I'm trying to save him from this E75, because I need his gun in the game. And the guy ends up shooting the ground. And I bounce a shell, which is very unfortunate on that E75. As you can see here, now I'm 1 against 3 on this flank as I take out the E75, and I do not want to take a shell from this T-30 here. So I'm trying to kite him around the hills and avoid him while I try and deal with this IS-3. Track the IS-3, and I'm going to beat his reload out here. And now it's me against this T-30 and this IS-3, and again, my main goal is to avoid the T-30's gun. He's very slow, and I can kite him around the hills and avoid him as I deal with his friends. So again, using my speed and mobility to avoid this T-30, using the wrecks of enemy tanks to obstruct his shot as I deal with the more useless tanks on the team. Take out the IS-3, I believe was stock turret anyway. And now to finish off the T-30. Gonna bait a shot from him here. Again, want to conserve my hit points because even though we're up, you never know what could happen in the game. It's very important to conserve your health because that may give you the health you need to carry later on. Now just to go clean up the remaining TDs in the base. You know, TDs, very dynamic gameplay. Camp base. So I'm at almost 6,000 damage so far. Just kind of soloing a flank 1-on-3, well 1-on-4 until I took out the E75. And this just shows the power, especially of the new matchmaking. The 3-tier top tiers can really bully these lower tier tanks, and there's nothing they can do about it, especially in a tank as strong as this. And I get myself into a tricky situation here with this Waffle 4. So I take a shot from him here, I think. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm a one-shot for him. So I'm using the wreck of the CDC after I ram him to death, because the CDC is not much of a threat to me due to the E50M's thick armor. So I use the wreck of him to hide myself from this Waffle 4, who's far more dangerous, and I end up taking them both out. And the shell that I bounced from the T-30 would have killed me, and I would have been killed in that situation if I hadn't bounced that shell earlier. So that just shows the importance of saving your health. And that's the end of the game. 9 kills, 8,000 damage, carrying a flank solo.